So, what we have here. Oh yes. The unicorn of the FPV world. The Xfoot motor. Look how nicely machined. Aluminium. One piece titanium hollow shaft. Hex screw at the bottom, M3. Long leads. Super small gap between stator and rotor. Some grips for the props. It's a marvel. So, what makes these motors special? You already seen it, I think, at MQBT. The thrusts, the benchmarks. But the quality of these motors it's incredible. The bearings are quality bearings. I smashed them for 4 months. Full throttle, smashing them into trees, the ground, the props that you can use with these motors. I personally like 5040 quad blades from Dahl, but the tri blades 5045 V2 are also a very good choice for these. These are just good balance for these motors. The Cyclones 5045 and the 5046 are also two very good choice, and they are very durable. So these are a very good choice also. But the quad blades, the Dahls 5040, I have a little bit resonating vibrations at top throttle, the stop speed. But yeah, they are very light props, and these motors just spin them so hard. That was a request from us to Sunny Sky that we needed long wires, so we asked to make them 100 millimeters or not 10 centimeters. I don't know how you say it, feet or whatever. So Dries and Victor contact Sunny Sky, and what I wanted was a motor with high kV, 2600 to be precise. The stator needed to be 2207, and that's just the perfect balance between torque and speed. So with the kV, you change when the kV drops, you get a motor with more torque but lower speed. But because I wanted the perfect motor for 5-inch props, I want a motor with high kV, because 5-inch props have a limit, and the only way to make more thrust is more RPMs. So we needed high kV. That was the reason therefore. But other motors like Emax 2205, 2600 kV also, they are very fast, but they lack torque, and that was the main reason why I wanted to 2207 stator for the torque. So this motor is a perfect balance between torque and speed. I them between in normal situations between 60 and 85% throttle. That's about the normal percentage that I use them. So at 60 to 85% throttle, they don't heat up, they spin more efficient than 2205 motors. That's the reason why they are not so harsh on the LiPos also, or the batteries. That's the main reason. So for quite long, I flight Emax 2205 2600 kV for quite a long time, and I find them really inefficient above 85%, 85 to 100%. They are really inefficient. They kill batteries at that point of throttle. So my batteries were dying all the time, And now that I use these for about 4 months, my batteries are fine. They when I stop flying, my lipos are um, like 30 degree normal temperature. Not hot, just um, body warmth, some little warmer than maybe 40 degree. So they are definitely not lipo killers, and I fly them with DroneLab 50 to 100C 4 cell, dus 1500 milliampere, and these lipos hold perfect fine, and I'm aggressive flyer. I also use Nanotech 1800 milliamps, 65 to 130C, and these can hold up serious C's of amps, but they are heavier. So I more like the DroneLabs for closer tracks. The Nanotechs are more for long tracks, real like a soccer field or such tracks that are, and the tracks that have some straight lines where I really can't pull 100%. But also at that point you don't gonna kill your lipos, so you don't need super lipos to power them. ESCs, I use 30 amp ESCs. Why 4-in-1 ESCs? Because they are protected for prop strikes. That's one of the main reasons, because most ESCs give up because physical damage, not electrical damage, physical damage. Prop strikes, smashing into gates, trees, like that. That's really the reason what kills the most ESCs. ESCs don't die so easily from amps. So that's the reason that I choose for 4-in-1. It's also cleaner for your build. Less weight if you do it the good way. I like it. 4-in-1 ESCs are the future, yes. So I prefer at the moment the Racer Stars. They have also BB1 processor like the Little Bees. BL Heli S, so D-Shot ready. The new Racer Stars have 5V back. I will take 30 amps. You also have 35 amp ESCs, and these are also very good choice, but I fly them all for quite long time, and 30 amps is fine. If they hold up on my flying 30 amps, then I think it's fine. So look how nicely they machine it. They really shine. Anthracite grey, chrome. It's a mix. So here you see the grip for the props, aluminium lock nut, one piece titanium hollow shaft. Yeah, they're real marvels. So nice. The gap is ultra small, really one grain of sand, and no, they are not blocked by a grain of sand, but it's really small. That's what I wanna see. And if there is some sand in motors, I clean them sometimes with compressed air. There are also some hex screws, M3 and rundles included by the motors. I don't know if they fit on all frames, because there are a lot of frames that are 4mm thick, and I don't know if these are long enough, but they are included. They are really nice machined. So I wanted these motors 2600 kV because in flight they have less resistance, so the air is moving through the props and the props have less resistance to pull new air to them. And that's the reason why I wanted a little higher kV motor, because they profit from that little extra kV. So you have some motors that have single string wiring of unistring, and you have some motors that have single string wiring, and these motors have thick wires, but the multi-string wiring gives a better infill in the slots in the stator, so you have more copper inside the slots. That makes them more efficient. Also, the magnets are N52 outer curved, not inner curved. They are outer curved, and they create a better flux. That also makes them more efficient. All these things combined, the small gap makes why they perform like this. That's the reason. Sunny Sky is a company with all the know-how how to make motors. My first motors were Sunny Skies. They still run, and they use the same CNC equipment as T-Motor, so they know what they're doing. That's why we contacted Sunny Sky. They made a real marvel. Yes, the motor weighs 35 grams. Is that heavy? I am pretty good flyer, and I direct notice if something is wrong on a craft, if there is some too much weight on the arms, or I use very small arms, and these motors, yes, they are a little heavier than 2205 motors, but I don't notice it. They have a lot of torque, and they react very fast to my sticks. That's also what I wanted. So this 2207 motor, it has the perfect balance between torque and speed, but it has also the torque is insane. And at first I was not used to the fast reaction of these motors, so in the beginning I was a little bit I was surprised. They give you the feeling that your craft reacts better. That's what makes flying so good. A craft, how faster the craft reacts to your sticks, how better the link is with you and your craft. And that's what these motors give. They have a lot of torque, and when you move your sticks ultra fast, these react so fast, you see every twitch in your fingers. That's what you want. Some people talk about freestyle motors and race motors, but I don't. A freestyle motor, I think it's something that is that freestyle motors don't exist. Freestyle motor is just a bad motor that doesn't react like it must be. If a motor is smooth, it means that it's not good. It's not. This motor is so fine. The quality is so good. They react so hard on. That's why they are so good. They have the small gap and the strong magnets and the multi-string wiring makes that they have a lot of torque. They react very fast, and that's what you want. And if you want a smooth behavior, like for freestyle or something, that's all the settings in the flight controller. So if you want a smooth behavior, you set it in the flight controller. It's not the motor. That's a wrong point of view. That's something that is created by people that it's just not true. You have good motors and you have bad motors. You have freestyle motors don't exist. Race motors don't exist. You have a good motor or you have a bad motor. That's it. This is good one. He does what you want. If you want a smooth flying motor, there are options on the flight controller. You are somebody that does freestyle, and you think this is not the motor for me. It's not smooth enough. It's too maybe too heavy. I don't know, but I don't think heavy is a problem for freestyle. But you can, if you want a smooth behavior, you can change the set point weight and the set point transition. And Betaflight, I only have experience with Betaflight for the moment, and that are settings that can make the behavior of your craft smoother, how the motors react to your sticks. You can set them so snappy. Want these motors are snappy. If you can make them so snappy. Every twitch with your fingers you will see in your image. So it's not normal. Flight times. Some people think flight times will reduce to a half minute. I fly these at fairly high speed for 2.5 minutes, maybe close to 3 minutes, because they have very good efficiency, and that's what it's about. So I fly them from 60 to 85% normal, and that's what makes they don't heat up like a 2205 when you really push them, because they compare it to a V8 engine. You don't gonna fly 7 minutes with these motors. That's there is just a limited amount of energy in the LiPo, and how much these motors have, maybe 92% performance, I don't know. And you just can't get so much energy out of a LiPo to fly more than 5 minutes at these speeds. That's impossible at the moment. Maybe in some years, but not at the moment. So they are efficient. You have more flight time and fun for what your LiPo battery can give. That's maybe. If there are further questions, you can place it under the video here or contact me. Yeah. I love this motor. My dream motor at this moment.